You're going to hear an audio tape of Grandma Iole Banker, Grandma Iole Martinat Banker, and I'm going to show you photos that are important to the family. This table was made by Grandma Iole's father, Dante Martinat. It had little tiles all over it. It was pretty big. I think probably about 3 feet, 4 feet wide, maybe. And he made it by himself, and it has a nice pattern to it. He was very creative, very kind of like an artisan. You can't see the legs of it, but it had black legs going down. Okay, here's Grandma Iole. And the first photos here are of a baby shower, the baby shower that was thrown for my mom, Yolanda Lani Banker Coates, right before I was born. You can see there in the light blue, maybe teal outfit is my dad's mother, Elsie Coates, formerly Elsie Bolton, and her daughter, which would be my dad's older sister there, next to Elsie with the beige dress on. Colleen. Okay, and here's Grandma Iole's voice.
Saudina permet sita păglă belbambing perché I piai cos curiu le pas perché che curiu che sei curiu bem le perché sei sua grandmamma tanto bem no.
I think maybe Grandma Iole was saying there that she loves me not because of necessarily what I do, but just because she's my grandma. Voi bang is to love a lot, and Balbumbine is pretty or good little child, Bumbine. And cheat also means little and cute.
Saudina permet sita păglă belbambing perché I piai cos curiu le pas perché che curiu che sei curiu bem le perché sei sua grandmamma tanto bem no.
And there's photos of my mom, Yolanda Roberta Banker, also known as Lonnie. So Grandma Iole also referred to me as Pugla, which means something like one who sticks, like I stick by her side, or something like that. And this photo was taken at the pool by 9863 before they put in some of the other houses, like looks like definitely before. Well, I guess it depends what angle they're looking at, but maybe before 55 and 45 were put in. Unless they were looking the other way. So here you can see the man there is Grandpa Bob, Robert Lemuel Banker, and behind him is Grandma Iole. I think she dyed her hair blonde there. She said she used to dye her hair every color of the rainbow, so whenever Grandpa Bob would come home on the weekends from his work, because he had to be away for about a week at a time, Monday through Friday, for his job, traveling and selling things. He would never know what color Grandma Iola's hair would be when he got home, because it would be one color one week and another color another week. And on the left here we have Iola's son Jack, and then next one is Iola's daughter Lonnie, my mom Yolanda. And you can see all the trees. Some of those might have been plum trees. Okay.
C'est bon. C'est bon, bon, bon.
C'est bon means that's good. Grandma Iole is speaking in her Prustinench dialect, similar to the Piemontese dialect from the Piemonte region of northwest Italy. That area used to be not Italy, it used to be France, way back, like maybe when Grandma Iola's parents were born, or when her grandparents were born. It used to be France, and then at some point it got incorporated into Italy instead.
C'est bon. Ça va, ça va, ça va, Lou.
Gava means to take out.
Ça va, Lou.
Take it out, lose it.
Tanto bem. No. C'est bon.
Voi tanto bang means I love you so much.
C'est bon. C'est bon, bon, bon. Bon, bon, bon. Moi, ça va. Take out. Ça va, ça va. Ça va, Lou. Ça va. Go to Lily. From Creek Lily.
Lily is olive oil.
Creek Lily.
Cuit is cooked, or to cook.
Moi, ça va. Take out. Ça va, ça va. Ça va, Lou. Ça va. Go to Lily. From Creek Lily.
Venici, or Venici is come here. This is Grandma Iola's dad, Dante Martinat, sitting on the rocking chair that I think we still have at 9863. So I thought Grandma Iole said, it's kind of strange calling her Grandma Iole because she was just here sitting beside me in her chair just a couple months ago, and I'd always call her Woof or Woofy, but usually it was just Woof. So now I always seem to call her Grandma Iole, which I never said to her face, which is really hard to get used to. But I thought she said the olive oil was not cooked too much, so maybe she means like, don't let the olive oil burn, or like if you let it cook too long, it kind of gets brown, if it's on too high of a heat, and then it kind of gets a nutty flavor to it. You don't want to cook the olive oil on too high of a heat or too long. Tutululi, it's all olive oil, so maybe she means like sometimes she might put butter in, like half butter, half olive oil, or all butter or something, but this time it was all olive oil, tutululi, or all of the olive oil. I love this picture of Grandpa Bob, Robert Lemuel Banker. I think he looks really good there. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Richard Burton, the actor that was married to Elizabeth Taylor and was in some movies with her, like The Sandpiper, which was a movie that Grandma really loved. It was one of her very favorite movies. She liked what they said about women in it, and how you grow up going to school saying it's just the same as men, but then the realities of life kind of kick in, and she liked how the movie talked about that. Okay, so back to the olive oil.
Sava, take out. Sava, Savalu, Sava. Swinga ututuluri, from Pakuitluri. Nancy, contact diet, que screw, Helen Hook, tight, little hotel, diet, kafai parai. Kanya Manka Yungsi. Yeah, it's missing one screw already. The other one. Allora, pièce Bukutel, 69. Fujire. It's a fun name book. Fujire? What's that? Turn it. A bang turn on book. Tight. It was a paper long. There's a paper long? What's that? So you won't burn your hands. Why won't you burn your hands? Because the whole thing might spill. Oh, the handle of, I see. The handle's already wobbly. Alle meglio perché lei gira un po'. Yeah. Da metterci in piano hotel e poi tu giri un po'. You're so smart.
So, she's talking about the pot that we're cooking this olive oil in has a handle that is missing a screw. So she's saying, be careful, don't burn your hand, because it's a little bit unsteady because there's no screw there. I'm not sure what coutal is. Coutal. Maybe it'll come up later. But this is a photo of my mom, Yolanda Roberta Banker, before she became Coates. And there's looks like a dirt bike or something. She was probably going somewhere with a boyfriend.
Burn your hand.
Let's see here. Let's listen to that one more time.
Already? The other one. Yeah, it's missing one screw.
So manca is missing. So this pot is missing a screw. There's Dante Martinat, and then Yolanda Roberta Banker, and then Ida Martinat, always looking so stylish.
From Pakuitluri. Nancy, contact diet, que screw, Helen Hook, tight,
Gira is to turn, so in this she's saying, not here, but later on, I just remembered, she's saying we're going to tighten this screw, the one that was still there, by turning it to make it a little bit more secure.
tight. Helen Hook, tight. Little hotel. Diet cafe parai.
Vai que fai parai is like, you see how I'm doing this like this? You see how I'm doing it like this?
Yeah, it's missing one screw already. The other one.
Coutal is a knife, I'm pretty sure. So I think she's taking a knife and putting it in the screw. Maybe the screw was a Phillips head or a flathead or whatever. I'm sorry, the screw itself, not a screwdriver. She's using the knife as a screwdriver to tighten the screw on the pot so that it's more sturdy, and so you know, it's not going to be jiggling and all the hot liquid is going to burn us, to prevent that from happening. And this photo is of Grandma Iole when she was probably about 20, 19 or 20, with her daughter, her firstborn child, her daughter Yolanda Lonnie Banker. And this was before they bought the property on Emperor, so this was most likely maybe Monterey Park at her parents' house, or I know they lived on Entrada Drive in Malibu area. They just rented there for a couple years. But to me, this looks more like Monterey Park.
Yeah, it's missing one screw already. The other
Piai Coutal means take the knife. This was at 9863 of my mom, Yolanda Lonnie Roberta Banker.
Screw already. The other What's that?
Turn it. Turn un po' tight.
So we don't burn our hands having this pot have a handle that's so loose that, you know, could make you splash the liquid more. So we're tightening that up. Bruse is to burn, and mung is hand.
So you won't burn your hands.
Why would you burn your hands?
Because the whole thing might spill.
The whole thing might spill if the handle kind of comes off, something like that. The handle of the pot. This is Grandma Iole's son Jack, and it's probably around here on the properties. I'm just not sure exactly where. I mean, that might be 45 and there's a long driveway, or that could be the long driveway to 35 before the addition of the two-story. Kind of looks like it, the shape a little bit more like 35 before the addition, I'd guess.
The whole thing might spill.
The handle. Oh, I see. The handle's already wobbly.
Yeah. It's better now because we turned it a little bit and tightened it a little bit. May is better. And this is the pool at 63, probably before some of the houses were put in, and the old car over there. See my mom, Yolanda Lani, in front, and I think Jack is standing in the back there with the light colored shirt on, maybe.
You're so smart.
Ça, c'est quoi j'avais dit, tasse-tout?
What's that?
Io le tasse la salsa.
Tastu is the taste, to taste. So taste the sauce.
Ça, c'est quoi j'avais dit, tasse-tout?
What's that?
Io le tasse la salsa.
Sastu is do you know?
Ça, c'est quoi j'avais dit, tasse-tout?
What's that?
Io le tasse la salsa.
Tastu?
Quoi j'avais dit, tasse-tout?
Do you know what I said to taste? You know, maybe she said taste. Maybe she said taste it, and I wasn't sure what it is. Am I supposed to taste this, or am I supposed to taste that? So she said, do you know what you're supposed to taste? And the answer is you're supposed to, she says, here, taste the salsa, taste the sauce.
What's that?
Io le tasse la salsa.
Tastu?
Salsa, not salsa. Salsa is sauce. Here's Dante Martina on the left, and my mom, Yolanda Lani, Roberta Banker next, and then one of her boyfriends. She dated a lot of people. And then Grandpa Bob on the right there.
Stir?
No,
Tastu? Stir?
no.
Tastu? What are you doing with the salsa?
Tasse.
Oh, taste. Tastu. Tastu boom?
Yeah.
So does it taste good? Tastu boom? He said, yeah. So on the left we have Dante Martinat, and then Ida Revoir Martinat. Look how stylish in that clothes. She had such a great figure too. And then Grandpa Bob with the yellow tie. Robert Lemuel Banker. And then on the right is my mom, Yolanda Lani Banker. I like her hair. I'm not sure, maybe Grandma Yola did her hair. And then a boyfriend.
M'accordo papi come la la.
What's in the sauce too? Sauce?
Yeah. M'accordo papi come la la.
What's in the sauce too? Sauce?
So she was saying she doesn't remember what.
Yeah. M'accordo papi come la la.
She doesn't remember how it used to be, maybe when her parents made it or something. There's my mom, Yolanda Lani, with the long blonde hair in the corner. And this photo was taken in 1972, July. So about 10 years before I was born, 9 years, you know. Maybe, I'm not sure who these people are. Maybe they're people she worked with at the pharmacy, at the hospital, Huntington Hospital, maybe something like that.
What's in the sauce too? Sauce?
Like la tomatica.
Tomato sauce and chicken broth? And then you put the ketchup too?
Teeny bit.
And then you put the chicken with the fried stuff.
Ding and
Ding is inside. So in the sauce we have tomato sauce, maybe like Hunt's tomato sauce, something like that, and a bit of chicken broth, and then a tiny bit of ketchup, and then she put the chicken in there. This is a photo of my mom, Iole Banker, when she graduated from USC. I think when she graduated from pharmacy school, because she went to PCC for 2 years for the pre-pharmacy, and then she went to USC for the actual pharmacy school. And when the pharmacy school was done, she had to take the state board in pharmacy, and she took it here in California, and it was like, you know, a 5-day process. You had to go 5 days to take 5 parts of the test here in downtown LA in Patriotic Hall. And then after that was over, she went to Nevada to take the Nevada State Board license, pharmacy license, because if you just had the California one, you could only be a pharmacist in California, but if you passed the Nevada one, you could practice pharmacy in practically any state of the United States. So a lot of people did that because you never knew where you were going to end up. But that was like another 5-day test. And then when she got home, Grandma Iole and Grandpa Bob bought her a beautiful new white Camaro. She always mentioned how much she liked the Camaro that she would see on the TV commercials, so I think they put a red bow on it or something, so that was a nice present for her passing the pharmacy state boards.
Teeny.
And then you put the ketchup too?
So this is still part of the chicken recipe that we started in the last video when we sauteed the chicken or kind of browned it in the olive oil, and then you put it in this sauce mixture that has tomato sauce and chicken broth, probably diluted with some water, and some ketchup in it, a little ketchup.
Tomatica.
Tomatica is tomato sauce.
Sauce too. Sauce.
I could tomatica.
Tomato sauce and chicken broth. And then you put the ketchup too.
Teeny.
And then you put the chicken with the fried stuff.
Ding and
Crust and everything in there.
Yeah.
And now you cook it, because the chicken's not quite done, is it? No. So then you cook it all together.
Male palong. I don't cry pakate at Pietro Plong.
Long?
Cry paka Pietro Plonka curry.
Okay, say long.
Long.
So it's not going to cook too long in this sauce, the chicken. She already browned it, and it's just going to cook a little bit more, a little bit longer in this sauce mixture. There's my mom, Waldensian Banker, and Iole's son, Jack, John Lemuel Banker. And so these are Grandma Iole and Grandpa Bob's 2 children. And they graduated from USC at the same time, probably, I'm thinking undergrad for Jack and pharmacy school for my mom, Yolanda, graduate school. She got to go the whole time to the main USC campus downtown, because at that time the pharmacy school was there on the main campus. She's glad about that, because now the pharmacy school has been moved over to the medical campus, which is, it's just not so pretty and everything. The main campus is just a nicer campus.
Done, is it? No. So then you cook it all together.
Male palong. I don't cry pakate at Pietro Plong.
Long?
Cry paka Pietro Plonka curry.
Okay, say long.
Long.
What about short?
Kurt.
So short is Kurt, And long is whatever she said a second ago.
Cute.
What about tall?
Be cute.
Tall.
Be cute.
Cute.
No.
I'm supposed to say
Cute.
cute.
No.
Say it again.
Cute.
Cute.
May.
May is that's better. So I guess short is Kurt. I think I'm pretty sure, not tall.
Cute.
May.
So how do you say tall?
Ale abbastanza out. Sì, poco ma
Yeah.
He's quite high for tall.
Abbastanza out. Sì, poco ma
Yeah. What about short?
cute.
Oh, okay. Good. What about big?
May pa dire.
How do you say big?
Grassa.
What about teeny?
So big is grassa, kind of like fat.
Tiny, teeny, tiny. Cheap.
Cheat is teeny tiny.
Huh? Tiny, teeny, tiny. Cheap.
Never pa disturbate.
You never disturb me.
In 5 minuti prometto da chiamate.
Call me chamate.
Chiamo, no,
Chamo?
I think that's Italian.
Chamo's not Italian.
Huh?
Chamo's not.
Oh, I know it's not Italian. But, oh yeah, that's what you say. Chiamo. Chiamo. Grandmama.
Chamo.
Chiamo. Grandmama.
That means I.
Uh-huh.
What about you are Balbambi?
Sim Bambi.
Some?
Sim.
What's that?
You are.
Some?
Sim Bambi. La pugla. Le panco 5 minuti, beh. Sassi come si chiama cos'legger?
Ew. Yeah, you were calling egg if instead of it said
Sassi come si chiama if?
cosa chamo no. Cosa.
Egg.
Yeah, but how do you? But you in your dialect, you're
If.
saying it French. You're saying it French.
No, if.
Well, then tell me what is.
Well, lolile singular. Crate and lily. Have crate and lily.
That's egg cooked in olive